There's so much
that. What was that?
Gaslighting. Well, one of them was Gavin Newsom talking about how great Biden was and what the Democrats' record, that this has been one of the greatest presidencies ever, full stop. It's like hot gas in your face. It's burning your lungs. It's just gaslighting. It's gaslighting. Yeah, his age really is a superpower.
Joe Rogan is on an absolute tear when it comes to destroying the woke left cult. And I know in the last video that I posted, you guys were telling me, oh, he's not all the way going right wing. He's not all the way woken up. He's still, you know, part of the matrix. He's still at least a centrist. But in these couple of clips that I'm going to show you right here, this really made me think that Joe Rogan is all the way woken up, because these clips are absolutely nuts. What it is that he's talking about, what it is that he's exposing. And I mean, he has one of the biggest, if not the biggest platform in the entire world. So the fact that we have people like Joe Rogan on our side, and, you know, so many other people are coming over to our side, probably because of Joe Rogan. And it's been nothing except for the left pushing Joe Rogan in this direction. He's said that a ton of times, you know, on his podcast. Joe Rogan has said multiple times, I've been a leftist my entire life. I've been a liberal my entire life. I still have some liberal values, but these people, every single time I try to question a little thing that they do, a little stance that they have, they push me further and further away from their causes. Like, why would I continue to support these people who absolutely hate me simply because I asked a couple of questions? And in my opinion, Joe Rogan is completely coming over to our side, to the light side. So let's check out these couple of clips here from Joe Rogan that made me think that Joe Rogan's completely switched over. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Do you think, after watching these couple of clips, or let me know what you think right now, do you think Joe Rogan is completely flipped sides and come over to the light side and woken up out of his liberalism and out of his leftism? Or do you think he's still stuck over there? You know, ultimately he'll go back to that side. Let me know what you think. But this tweet here from Chief Nerd says Joe Rogan and Gavin Newsom, or on Gavin Newsom and Seth MacFarlane, gaslighting the public about Biden's record. We've seen some wild gaslighting in the past couple of weeks talking about the economy. It's like hot gas in your face. It's burning your lungs. And this is from a podcast on the Joe Rogan Experience between Joe Rogan and Chris Williamson. Let's check this clip out.
And people are constantly trying to figure out a way to manipulate the reality of the world to get their guy past you, including high-level gaslighting. I mean, we've seen some wild gaslighting.
Serious fuckery.
Past couple of weeks talking about the economy. There's so much
What was that?
Gaslighting. Well, one of them was Gavin Newsom talking about how great Biden was and what the Democrats' record, that this has been one of the greatest presidencies ever, full stop. It's like hot gas in your face. It's burning your lungs. It's just gaslighting. It's gaslighting. Yeah, his age really is a superpower. Yeah, man. Seth MacFarlane retweeted that and said, this is a million brave, crazy, so brilliant that they did this.
And you know what's crazy? You're going to say, I know what you're thinking, and this is exactly what I would be thinking if I didn't run this YouTube channel. But what Joe Rogan is saying here about Gavin Newsom, saying that Joe Biden, his age is a superpower, or whoever said that, and you know, Gavin Newsom and all these other leftists out there, politicians, are, you know, defending Joe Biden, saying that his age is not a detriment, it's actually a superpower. You're going to say, and you're going to think in your head, they're just saying that because they're politicians, you know, and Joe Biden is the president. He's a Democratic, you know, he represents the Democratic Party, and they're also Democrats, so they have to support Biden. I understand that's what you think, but there's a ton of Americans out there, just regular citizens, that truly believe that Joe Biden is doing a great job. Just this morning, as of recording this video, this morning, I took a screenshot of a comment that I got. I happened to open my YouTube studio and see this comment, and it says, it is from Stony Case 5440. So if you're out there, Stony, shout out to you. But he says, explain to us how Joe Biden is not doing a good job, Justin. On all major metrics used to judge an administration's effectiveness, he's crushing it. And this guy is being 100% serious. And I responded and I was like, is being able to stand up on your feet for 30 seconds without falling over, is that a major metric used to judge an administration's effectiveness? Because if we're using that metric, then he's absolutely failing. You know, he's not crushing it at all. And I understand now we're getting closer to election season. They're going to manipulate things, you know, manipulate the economy, manipulate inflation and interest rates and stuff like that to make it seem like on all major metrics, Joe Biden is doing a good job. But ultimately, people out there who are true free thinkers, who aren't part of the establishment or aren't fully brainwashed, that are just normal citizens, people like Joe Rogan out there and Chris Williamson, they know the truth. And I'm really glad that we have people like Joe Rogan with huge platforms like his podcast to, you know, supply at least viral clips like this to wake the people up there who are at least open to hearing it.
I can't. What did he say? Seth MacFarlane
Stunning and brave. Like, it wasn't stunning and brave.
No. He didn't say it like that. He's a funny guy, but he said something like, "This is written better than I could have written it, but exactly my sentiments." I was like, "This is so crazy. You're talking about a guy who can't speak. We all know you're doing this. You're gaslighting, and you're doing it because you think that this is the good side and the bad side is bad, and you do whatever you can to change the way people view things." And so you have these people that are doing it for virtue signaling. They're doing it to signal to the tribe that they're a strong, dominant member of this tribe, and they're fighting for you. Yeah, there's something that I've been rattling around in my brain for some time. And Bill McBidden finally articulated here better than I ever could. It's worth a read from start to finish. Opinion. Age matters, which is why Biden's age is his superpower. Come on.
That actually sounds like a Family Guy sketch.
100%. Well, definitely a South Park sketch. It's crazy to say. But if you're that guy and, you're signaling to the tribe and you wanted everybody, like a rational person who is a left progressive person would say, we have to figure this out. This is bad.
That's what I'm saying. You think that everybody out there has at least enough common sense to at least have that thought that Joe Rogan is talking about here, but they don't. Like I said, I get comments like that literally every day of people defending Joe Biden, and they will continue to defend Joe Biden, to their grave. They're completely lost. They're completely brainwashed. They will never be saved.
This is bad. You can't just pretend it's good. The whole other side sees how bad it is. The world sees how bad it is. People in quiet say how bad it is. Yep. Most people in hush when they're alone having dinner. You're like, what the fuck do we do? Yeah. Like, Trump's going to win with this guy.
Yep.
So that was a great clip, from Joe Rogan there about Joe Biden with Chris Williamson. But we also have this clip here. And this is a clip that really, really set me over the edge whenever I heard it. I really think Joe Rogan is fully awake at this point. And maybe he's not saying all the opinions that fully awoken people they have, but I think he holds them, especially after seeing this clip right here. Let's check this out. So this is Joe Rogan dropping J6 truth bombs. This is wild. Get ready for this clip here.
Everyone's going to jail.
Yeah.
People that shouldn't go to jail are going to jail. If the cops let you in the door and they give you a tour, you're going to jail. Like, we're going to call it a violent insurrection, and everyone's going to jail. And we're going to let you in. We're going to open up the barricades, and we're going to have federal agents in the audience encouraging you to go into the house. And then when we're under oath, we're going to say we can't answer whether or not federal agents were inciting people to go into the Capitol.
Like, how ethically inappropriate do you think everything about that is?
It's
like,
so
dude,
bad.
it is so bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
If this was happening from the right, if this was Trump doing this, people would be losing their shit.
Be losing their shit.
You should be losing your shit if it happens in any political party. This is wild. Everyone's going.
It's funny because that's the type of thing that Joe Rogan's talking about right there. That stuff that happened. I have to dance around certain words, obviously, but those things are things that you imagine happen in North Korea, or what we're told happens in states like Russia. I mean, I'm pretty sure like Putin's rival just got knocked off. He got taken out. It's like things that you would imagine would happen in those countries and during those elections. That's things that are happening here. They're actually happening here, and we've been brainwashed, we've been propagandized for so long into thinking that these other countries, like North Korea, Russia, all these other countries out there that are supposed to be our enemies, they're the evil ones, and they're the only countries that do stuff like that, and we don't do stuff like that. Well, and now people like Joe Rogan, who are completely bought in to the leftist ideology, completely liberal for the longest time. Even people like Joe Rogan are waking up and seeing like the stuff they did with J6. It's just proof. It's further proof that, I mean, I don't know if there's any good guys left out there in the establishment, But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Joe Rogan's fully on our side? Is he fully on the light side of things now? Or does he still have some way to go? I fully think he's on the light side, but let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Most of you aren't. And I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.